Have you ever felt disrespected in everyday situations? Have you noticed how your emotions can influence the way others see and treat you? In today's video, we'll explore the power of emotional intelligence and how it can transform your life, helping you earn the respect you deserve. In this video, we'll show you practical strategies to develop your emotional intelligence and use it not only to improve your personal and professional relationships, but also to feel more secure and confident. You'll discover how to deal with conflicts, better understand your emotions and those of others, and thus create deeper and more respectful connections. By watching, you'll be taking an important step towards becoming the best version of yourself. Prepare to be amazed by the benefits of being emotionally intelligent and how it can positively impact your life. So, stay with me and let's go on this journey of self-knowledge and respect together. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the ability to perceive and influence the emotions of others. In an increasingly interconnected world, this skill becomes essential, as the way we deal with emotions directly impacts our relationships and our performance in different aspects of life. In short, emotional intelligence is not just about being sensitive, it is about using that sensitivity effectively to navigate the social and emotional world. Components of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness. This is the first and fundamental component. Self-awareness means having a deep understanding of your own emotions, motivations, and behaviors. People with good self-awareness are aware of their strengths and weaknesses and are therefore better able to make thoughtful decisions. To develop this skill, it is useful to reflect on your emotional reactions in different situations and understand how they influence your life. Self-regulation. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your emotions in a healthy and productive way. This involves impulse control and the ability to react thoughtfully to challenging emotional situations. For example, when faced with conflict, people with good self-regulation are able to remain calm and respond clearly and respectfully, rather than reacting impulsively. Motivation. This refers to the internal drive that drives an individual to act toward goals and objectives, even in the face of difficulties. Those who have high emotional motivation tend to be more optimistic and resilient. They embrace challenges and are more likely to persist in tasks that are important to them, thus contributing to their own personal and professional fulfillment. Empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share another person's feelings. This skill allows you to connect more deeply with others and respond to their emotions appropriately. Empathy goes beyond sympathy. It is about truly listening to and validating others' experiences, which helps build more supportive and respectful relationships. Social skills. This component includes the ability to interact effectively and constructively with others. People with good social skills are proficient in communication, have an easy time resolving conflicts, and collaborate well in social and work settings. They are able to build support networks, lead and inspire others, and create atmospheres of respect and trust. These 5 components of emotional intelligence are interconnected and complement each other, forming the foundation for a healthy emotional life and positive relationships. Developing emotional intelligence can be a significant milestone in the quest for greater respect and understanding in personal and professional interactions. The importance of respect. Respect is a fundamental pillar in all human interactions, regardless of the context, be it personal or professional. When we cultivate a culture of respect, we create a more harmonious and productive environment, where people feel valued and safe. Respect not only strengthens relationships, but also improves the quality of life, promoting emotional and mental well-being. Why respect is essential? Respect helps build healthy bonds. When people feel respected, they are more inclined to open up and share experiences. This creates a positive cycle of communication and mutual support. Relationships based on respect tend to be more lasting and satisfying. In the workplace, a culture of respect promotes collaboration and trust. This translates into more cohesive and effective teams, where members feel safe to express ideas and opinions without fear of destructive criticism. Respect creates a space where creativity and innovation can flourish. Respect is directly linked to mental health. When people feel valued and respected, it reduces stress, anxiety, and other emotional issues. The environment in which they live becomes more welcoming, promoting overall well-being. Practical examples of disrespect. Imagine an employee who constantly interrupts colleagues during meetings. This behavior demonstrates a lack of respect and can cause frustration and resentment within the team. Not only does it lower group morale, it also hinders cooperation and the flow of ideas, leading to a toxic work environment and potentially high employee turnover. In a personal relationship, disregard for the opinions and feelings of a partner can lead to frequent conflicts. For example, if one individual repeatedly ignores the emotional needs of the other, it can result in distrust and potentially the end of the relationship. Disrespect undermines the foundation of communication and love, leading to distance. Examples can be seen in everyday interactions, such as bullying or discrimination. A lack of respect for differences, whether cultural, social, or appearance, can have a devastating impact on the self-esteem of those affected. This leads to a vicious cycle of exclusion and suffering, affecting not only individuals but also the community as a whole. In short, respect is essential to building healthy and sustainable relationships, both in personal and professional life. Cultivating it promotes a higher quality of life, contributing to a more harmonious and productive environment. A lack of respect, on the other hand, can result in conflict, disconnection, and a significant negative impact on the mental and emotional health of those involved. Therefore, it is vital that everyone seeks to nurture a culture of respect in all aspects of their lives. How emotional intelligence contributes to respect. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in how we interact with others and, as a result, directly influences how respect is expressed in relationships. Let's explore how the components of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, empathy, and effective communication serve as tools for cultivating an environment of respect. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. By understanding our own emotions, we can act more consciously and respectfully in our interactions with others. Here are some ways this manifests itself. When we know how and why we feel a certain way, we can avoid impulsive reactions. For example, if someone is feeling frustrated or stressed, acknowledging that emotion allows them to take a deep breath and carefully consider their response to a social situation, rather than acting out of anger or disdain. Self-awareness also helps identify emotional triggers. By knowing your own reactions, you can choose to respond calmly and respectfully, rather than letting your emotions dominate the interaction. For example, in an argument, empowering yourself to be quiet and listen to the other side can turn a potential conflict into a productive dialogue. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, and it is essential to building respectful relationships. Here is how empathy increases mutual respect. When we strive to see situations from the perspective of others, we develop a deeper understanding of their emotions and experiences. For example, if a coworker is having a difficult day, acknowledging their situation and offering support not only helps alleviate their stress, but also communicates respect for their feelings. Empathy facilitates the communication of feelings and concerns, allowing individuals to connect on a deeper level. In an environment where empathy is practiced, people feel safe expressing their ideas and concerns, knowing that they will be heard and respected. Effective communication is a vital aspect of emotional intelligence, as it directly influences how we express respect. Here are some ways respectful communication manifests itself. Being clear and honest in our communications helps avoid misunderstandings. Using respectful language, even when you disagree, is key. For example, instead of stating, "You're wrong," a more respectful approach would be, "I see this differently and would like to discuss it." This type of language promotes open and respectful dialogue. When offering feedback, it's important to do so in a constructive and respectful manner. Instead of criticizing, try to focus on the behavior and how it can be improved. For example, instead of saying, "You did that wrong," a more respectful approach would be, let's look at this together and find the best solution. This validates the person and shows consideration for their emotions. Part of effective communication is active listening. This means really paying attention to what the other person is saying and demonstrating engagement. When people feel that they are being heard, it fosters an environment of respect and understanding where dialogue can flourish. In short, emotional intelligence contributes significantly to respect in human relationships. Self-awareness allows us to understand our emotions and reactions, empathy connects us to the experiences of others, and effective communication establishes a respectful channel of dialogue. When these emotional skills are practiced, we create an atmosphere of respect that benefits everyone, promoting healthier and more productive relationships. Practical strategies for developing emotional intelligence. Developing emotional intelligence is an ongoing process that requires practice and dedication. Here are some practical strategies that can be applied to improve your emotional skills in the areas of self-awareness, empathy, and conflict management. Self-awareness techniques. Personal journal. Keeping a journal is a great way to reflect on your emotions. Take a few minutes each day to write about your experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Questions like, "What made me happy today?" or "How did I feel in a given situation?" can help you identify emotional patterns and foster a deeper understanding of yourself. Meditation and mindfulness. Practicing meditation and mindfulness can help you increase your emotional awareness. Take a few minutes each day to meditate. Focus on your breathing and observe the emotions that arise without judging them. This can help you connect with your current emotional state and develop the ability to respond to those emotions more consciously. Self-analysis techniques. Try practicing situational analysis after a significant event. Ask yourself what you felt, why you reacted the way you did, and how you can improve that reaction in the future. This creates a learning and growth cycle around your emotions. Developing empathy. Active listening. Practice active listening when talking to others. This means paying full attention to what the other person is saying, avoiding interrupting, and asking follow-up questions to show that you are genuinely interested. Paraphrasing what the other person said helps you check that you have understood correctly and shows that you value their words. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Try to imagine how the other person is feeling in a given situation. Ask yourself, how would I feel if I were in their shoes? This can increase your ability to understand other people's emotions and respond more compassionately. Observing body language. Pay attention to other people's body language and facial expressions. Emotions are often expressed not only in words, but also in gestures and posture. Recognizing these signs can help you better understand how the other person is really feeling. Conflict management. Staying calm. When dealing with conflict, it's essential to stay calm. Before reacting, take a deep breath and take a moment to collect your thoughts. This can help you avoid impulsive responses and promote more respectful communication. Assertive communication. Use assertive communication to express your opinions without putting the other person down. Use "I" instead of "you" to describe how a situation affects you. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to what I say," try, "I feel ignored when I don't get feedback on my ideas." This approaches the issue in a more respectful way. Solution focus. When faced with a problem, focus on solutions instead of dwelling on what went wrong. Focus your energy on finding a positive outcome instead of focusing on the disagreement. Ask yourself, what's the next step we can take together to resolve this? Seek mutual understanding. In challenging situations, seek to understand the other person's point of view. Ask what the other person needs or how they feel about the situation. This can facilitate respectful dialogue and create an environment conducive to conflict resolution. In short, developing emotional intelligence is a journey that can be enriched by practicing self-awareness, empathy, and conflict management. Techniques such as journaling and meditation can help you improve your self-awareness, active listening and observing body language can help you build empathy, and assertive communication and finding solutions can promote healthy conflict management. By integrating these strategies into your daily life, you can not only improve your own emotional intelligence, but also contribute to more respectful and healthy relationships with others. Try out the self-awareness techniques, practice active listening, and remember to communicate assertively, especially in challenging situations. Every step counts in building more respectful and healthy relationships. Comment below about your experiences with emotional intelligence and how you have applied these strategies in your life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Together, we can grow and become better versions of ourselves. If you liked what you learned here, don't miss the opportunity to deepen your knowledge even further. Click on the video that is appearing on the screen and get more tips to become a more powerful person. Thank you for being with us today, and until next time.